if you just want to pop them to the side. It's a pleasure to meet you. Yes, so we're looking at, you have 2 cats? Yes, and have they been indoors before? No, okay. Would you mind? I'm sure you've kind of half set up a profile for them already with reception, but I just want to ask you a couple of questions with regards to like their health history and okay. So we have cat. Yeah, so that's just C-A-T. Yeah, and tiger. Okay. I guess spelled T-I-G-E-R. Okay, some people spell it with a Y. I just wanted to make sure. And we have, one of them is 2. Okay, so cat is 2 and tiger is 8 months. Okay. And have they had a checkup before? Okay, so you've had checkups before. You're new to the area? Oh, fabulous. Whereabouts are you? Okay. Yeah, I know where you... I'm not too far from there. Where were you living before? Okay. No, I'm not too familiar with there. I have, well, I've not actually been, I've driven through, but yeah. Okay. And they've had no concerns? Okay. And I'm assuming they are both microchipped? Perfect. Are they neutered or spayed? So cat is, but that is very responsible pet ownership. Yes, you do have to wait. Are you wanting to book that with us? You will, but not yet. That's okay. Alright. And what is their diet? No, it's not as typical for people to feed cats a raw diet. That's normally something dogs do eat. But so wet and dry food. That's fine. We do sell both wet and dry food for cats and dogs. I believe the brand is Wainwright. That may just be for the dogs, you have to forgive me, but it is in reception if you do want to have a look. Yeah. And what is there? Are they indoors, outdoors? Okay, so they're not fully outdoors, but they do have like a run in your garden. That's becoming more and more popular these days, where especially with all the designer breeds of cats that are available, people are more often than not keeping cats indoors now, or like you say, if they're able to build like one of those enclosed spaces outside, doing that. I have, you know, my family always had cats growing up, but they were always outdoor cats. In my opinion, I do think cats should be allowed outside, but I'm completely respectful to anybody that doesn't want that. It's I guess dependent on your living situation and whether that's possible, or if it's like on a main road, you know. Yeah, I appreciate that completely. Okay, so indoor, outdoor, kind of. Are they fairly lively? What's their personalities? So quite calm. I have noticed they're not particularly vocal. More often than not, when cats come in here, it's the first thing you do here. Yes, they do like to talk, but yeah, they're fairly placid. Excuse me. Okay. I think that should be good for the moment. Now, again, this is just a general checkup, so if I did find anything or there was things a little untoward, we would have to have them back in. I am going to do a scan of them today just to make sure things are okay there as well. But who would you like me to start with? Cat? Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So she is a grey tabby. Yeah. Alright. She's quite friendly as well. Yeah. Now I do just like to, when we kind of introduce ourselves, as I'm stroking, I am kind of feeling the anatomy as well. Just making sure we're not too bony or... Yeah, I mean that's not as common in a young cat. When cats do age, they tend to lose all their like visceral fat, so they can feel a little bony when you do pet them. And who chose the name Cat? Yeah. It's actually a lot more common than you think. We have pets come in named after what exactly they are. So we have a lot of dogs called Dog and a lot of cats called Cat. And quite often or not, it's quite familiar to what you've just said, where a child has named them. Right, Cat, I am just going to have a little look at your nails. Or your claws, I should say. And Cat was who she... Okay, so she ripped a claw. That seems to have healed up quite well. I don't see any problems there. And they have scratching posts, and that's perfect. Right, if you excuse me, how is she being held on her back? Like a baby. Okay, right. Let's just support you here. Just need to look at your back paws. It's quite unusual, really, because cats don't normally like being manhandled like this, but you really do have a very, very placid cat here. Okay, so you're welcome to walk around, you're welcome to just stay there, Cat, but I do want to just scan for the microchip to start with, just to make sure it's not displaced or... Yeah, as they grow, the microchip kind of migrates, so you have to give it a little... There we go. Okay. And can I just make sure the number that's on the chip is still your contact number? So if you just want to read out what yours is. Yeah. Perfect, that's on there. We do have another number on there as well. Would you like me to remove that or keep it on? Remove it? Oh, okay, so an X. Alright. I won't ask any questions. Okay, that's gone, so that will be updated. I'll do the same for tigers as well. Oh, so a divorce. Right, I'm just going to take a little look at the skin. Cats do sometimes get quite flaky skin if they're not grooming themselves properly, but it does look like cat is doing a pretty good job. Do you find that cat and tiger will groom each other? Yeah, cats will do that. It's quite sweet. It would be quite useful if the next time you do bring them in, or even when you bring Tiger in for to be neutered, if you bring their medical history, just so we can scan that into our systems. Yeah. Okay. Don't know how you're gonna like this, but I just want to take a little swab of your ear here. It's funny how different cats are to dogs, because dogs always really enjoy when I swab their ears, and cats are normally very have something to say about it for sure. Okay, and I do just need to take a little peek in your eyes. Beautiful green eyes. Whiskers are all perfect. And then just a little look in your mouth at your teeth. Good. Gosh, you really do have the best behaved cats. Well, I say that, we haven't met Tiger yet, but okay. I mean, everything is looking pretty good. If you would, my lady, just do this, just make sure everything is okay there. Perfect. Right. You'll have to forgive me, I do just need to take a sip of my drink. Okay. Now I am just going to do a very quick scan. So I'm just going to put this here. Perfect. And then do the same on the other side here. Okay, good. And then I'm just going to need to pop you on top there. You're welcome to lay down, that's fine. Okay, that is good. So we are all done with cat, so I'm just going to pop you over here. Feel free to roam, and we'll just take Tiger here. Now I can see why you called him Tiger. He's also a tabby. Very unique markings. It's not usual to see them this colour. He is very, very soft. Okay. peek over here. Alrighty. Let's just get that over and done with. So did you rescue or? Yeah. You know, rescue cats are so overlooked. I think when other people think of rescue, they tend to immediately go to dogs, but there are so many cats, rabbits, horses, every other animal. You know, they really need to be considered too. Yeah, there's a strange amount of ferrets as well that always need rehoming. Forgive me, let me just take this number off of his microchip. Remind me which one yours was ending in again. Perfect, thank you. Okay. There's an unhappy dog out in reception, it seems. See that you'd have many troubles, considering you're basically just a baby still. But let me just take a look at your claws. So my cat is, well, she's a bit of a mix, but she's part Nebelung. And whoever else her baby daddies are, but yeah, so my neighbour, she's 18, but my neighbour from many moons ago, they had a cat. It was only one, well, they actually had like 4 cats, but she got out and unfortunately then had a litter. So we decided to take one on. And they kept one of them, who actually they happened to call Tiger Lily, but she had, they kept her because she had a deformed paw. And they kind of just fell in love with her. She was very sweet. Yeah, that's that really. Excuse me. Just making sure skin is okay here. Alright, let's scan you as well. You just sit very nicely there for me. Honestly, it's a breath of fresh air when cats come in like yours. They're normally so erratic. But when they're, you can kind of do anything with them. It's very nice. Alright, my darling, I just need you to sit on here for me. You seem quite comfortable in that position. Okie dokie, right. Let's put you back with your sister. And you can just explore over there. Alright, so everything looks okay. I'm just going to take a very quick look at these scans. Scans look fine. Nothing I can see. I will take a little closer look at them when you have gone. I'm not going to hold you up for too long though, and if there were any issues at all, I would give you a call. Yeah, so everything's okay. Obviously, I'll expect to hear from you with regards to the neutering, and then they will need a checkup in 6 months' time. Do you have pet insurance? Good. Yeah, it's definitely always worth it. But the team on reception will go over that with you and look after you. About that, have they been dewormed? Okay, so before you moved, they were defleed and wormed. Cool. When they're next due to have that done, just give us a call. We can prescribe you the drops that you need to put on the back of their neck. Okie dokie. Well, yes, it was a pleasure. It truly was a pleasure looking after them. They're very good. Yes, and I shall look forward to seeing you in a few months' time. Alrighty.